Hello, kids. How are you all? Super awesome? Rocking? All right. I am, as usual, super thrilled to welcome you all to one more stupendo, fabulous session of Yellowclass's General Knowledge with Medha Ma'am. Why do I already call it a fabulous session? Because I know that we're going to talk something different, and because I know that you will grasp it like anything, and because I know that you will all come out with some amazing and quick punches in your answers. Am I right here? Yes, am I right in knowing my kids? See, so by this session I already know all my kids are awesome. Yes, my little brainy creatures. All right, so I promised that I'm going to come with something new. Yes, and so I have. Yes, kids. So today we're going to talk about, as I always say, something interesting, which always it is. But today we're going to talk about things which are kind of imaginary. Yes, they are not for true, they are not for real, but they have a very important role to play. Some things which we cannot see, okay, but they exist and are extremely important. What can it be? Any random guess? Anyone? No? All right, kids. So today we are going to talk about some lines on Earth. Yes, kids, we are going to talk about some lines on Earth. So when I said it is imaginary, these lines on Earth are not for true, right? Nobody has drawn any lines on Earth. But to understand, for humans to understand the location of different places, the idea where what place is located, we have made some imaginary lines on Earth for our better understanding. Yes, and what are these lines is something that we're going to talk about today. And out of all those lines, there is one such line which passes through India. Yes. So one of those imaginary lines passes through India. So we will be looking at the states from which that line passes. Yes. Woo! Excited? Yes. All right, kids. So the lines on the Earth we shall study. Okay. Now these lines, kids, that I am talking about are called parallels and meridians. Okay, they're called parallels and meridians. Now before I go into detail, I would want to show you a little idea of what I am talking about. All right, yes, this one should make sense. Okay, now let's quickly have a look at this picture, and kids, now be very focused. Okay, this is our Earth. Everyone is okay? Everyone will show me a thumbs up, okay? This is our Earth. Yes, it is? Okay. Now, when we see our Earth, can you see some lines going from east to west, like this, horizontal? Yes, we can see lines like this, like these, the white lines can you see on Earth? And then we can see some lines which are coming from top to bottom, north to south. So let me just correct here. This right top here is the north and the right down here is the south. So there are some lines which are joining the north and the south, okay? And there are some lines which are running like this, horizontally, okay? Now here I'll take example of this ball, kids. Now imagine this ball is Earth, okay? This ball is Earth. So for 2 minutes, just concentrate on this ball, okay? This ball is Earth, okay? Now we have some lines, as we saw, which are going like this on Earth, right? And then we saw some lines which were going from the north to the south like this. Yes, kids? All right. Now, so the lines which we saw were like this, horizontal, okay? are called parallels. Okay, kids, they are called parallels. 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 So, horizontal lines on the earth are parallels. Okay, and talking about the lines which go from the north to the south, like this, from the top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom, they are called meridians. What are they called? What are they called? Meridians. Meridians. All right. So we saw that this is Earth, and on Earth, to understand locations, we have some imaginary lines, the lines which does not exist. Like just like if this is Earth, can you see any lines on this Earth? You cannot, right? But all the people who have to study Earth, we make some lines like this, which are called parallels, and like this, which are called meridians. All right. Now, let's go back to our picture. Okay. So now we see lot of white lines. They are crossing each other. So obviously there's a line from here to here, here to here, here to here. And there are lines from top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom. Okay. Now, there is one yellow line in the center. Okay. Can we all see this yellow line in the center, kids? Now, this yellow line in the center is called equator. 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 Okay. This line right in the center is called equator. Okay. Now, this equator is usually named as 0-degree parallel. Its value is 0-degree parallel. So all the parallels and meridians, kids, have a name, like they have a value. 10-degree parallel, 20-degree parallel, just like that. So this equator is 0-degree, and this equator divides the earth into two exact halves. Can we see this? Can we see this yellow line? So right above the yellow line, we have the north part. We call it northern hemisphere. Can we see this north? So this entire part which is above the equator is northern hemisphere, and the entire part which is below this equator is called southern hemisphere. Can we see this? Okay. So if this is equator, anything above equator is north and anything below the equator is south. So northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Is that clear? Yes, kids. Is that very, very clear to each one of you? Yes. Okay. So now we have seen northern hemisphere, we have seen southern hemisphere, and we have seen the equator. Now, so basically there are 5 important parallels that we need to remember. Okay. The first important parallel we know is equator. Okay, kids? Yes, everyone show me thumbs up. So the first important parallel that we learned, parallel line, is equator. Now, the second and the third important, we will see right above and right below the equator. Do we see these red dotted lines? Yes. So the one above the equator is called Tropic of Cancer, right? And the one below the equator is called Tropic of Capricorn. All right. So 3 parallels we know. One is 0-degree, which divides the earth into 2 equal halves, is equator. Okay. And the one which is above the equator is called Tropic of Cancer. And one which is below the earth is called Tropic of Capricorn. Okay. Now, after these 3, we move right on the top and right in the bottom. Can we see 2 more lines here? Yes, everyone. So, the line at the top is the Arctic Circle, because we have the Arctic Ocean there, right? And the line at the bottom, like right here, red color line, is the Antarctic Circle. And just above the Arctic Circle, we have the North Pole. And just below the Antarctic Circle, we have the South Pole. Is it clear for everyone? Yes, show me a thumbs up. Is this picture clear to everyone? I'll repeat it for all of you once again. So on Earth, we have some imaginary lines which go from left to right and which go from top to bottom, okay? So the lines which go from left to right, like this, these lines are parallel to each other, okay? And that's why we call them parallels. Yes, and the lines which go from the top to the bottom, top to the bottom, top to the bottom, they are called meridians. And these lines cross each other, they intersect each other. Okay. Now, out of the parallels that we are studying, there are 5 important parallels that we know. Okay. The one is right in the center. The yellow line which we see is called equator. Okay. And this equator divides the earth into 2 equal halves. The top one is called the northern hemisphere and the down one is called southern hemisphere. Very, very good. Okay. Now, the line which is just above and just below the equator are tropics. Tropic of Cancer, which is above the equator, right? And Tropic of Capricorn, which is below the equator. Okay. And then we go more above and more down. So above the Tropic of Cancer is the Arctic Circle. Then below the Tropic of Capricorn is the Antarctic Circle. Okay. And then we have right on the top the North Pole, and then we have the South Pole, which is right at the bottom. Is it all picture clear to everyone? Yes. Is this picture clear to everyone? Okay. Now, let me bring to you another image which will make it a little more clear for all of you that how does it exactly work on the map. So we saw it on the globe. How does the parallels and the meridians work? Let's have a look at the map. Okay, kids, can we see this picture? Can we see this picture? Yes. So this is the map, like we can say a flat representation of the globe. So here we are. The line which is right in the center, can you see 0 degree? Yes. So 0 degree is equator. Always remember equator's degree is 0 degree. This is the equator. Okay. And the one which is above and below, both are 23.5 degree. Can you see this? 23.5 degrees. So one which is above the equator is 23.5 degrees north, and one which is below the equator is 23.5 degrees south. Okay, obviously because it is in the southern hemisphere. And then we go up. Can we see the Arctic Circle? So what is this value of the Arctic and the Antarctic? It is 66.5 degree. But if you talk about Arctic, you will add a north. And if you talk about Antarctic, you will add a south. Is it clear? Everyone, I repeat it and make it very simple for you. So the value of equator remains 0 degree. The value of both tropics above and below is 23.5 degrees. But if you talk about the one which is above, which is Tropic of Cancer, you add a north. So 23.5 degrees north. And when it goes down, you say 23.5 degrees south. Okay. Similarly, the value for both Arctic and Antarctic Circle is 66.5 degrees. Can we see here? Yes. But when we talk about Arctic, it gets 66.5 degrees north. And we talked about Antarctic, it goes 66.5 degrees south. Perfectly clear, everyone? Yes. All right. Now we know about the 5 important parallels. Yes, we have seen. Now, we only need to remember one important meridian. That is the line from the top to bottom. And we all see it here. It's called the prime meridian. The line which is here we call, now this prime meridian is also 0 degree. So we know 2 important lines which are 0 degree. One is the equator, 0 degree, and the prime meridian. Can we all see here? Can we all see? So this is the prime meridian and this is also 0 degrees. Is it clear to everyone? Come on, show me a thumbs up, everyone. Both your thumbs up, and you have to shake them if it is absolutely clear to you. The parallels, the meridians, the 5 important parallels and 1 important meridian. Is it picture clear to everyone? Yes, it is. Okay. All right. Very, very good, kids. So we know about the 5 important parallels. Okay. So basically when these parallels and these, these parallels and these meridians meet, they form a kind of a grid. They form a grid on the they form a grid on the globe. Is it fine? Now what I want to show you is a picture that how do we think that these actually look like. Just give me a minute and I will show you this one. This is very, very interesting, that when we make the parallels and the meridians, then what do these parallels and the meridians look like, and what is the grid that I'm talking about. Okay, now I will show you this grid also. Just wait. Yes, I have got it for you. So this is how we imagine that it looks like, and we will also see some facts about it. Okay, we will see some important facts. Okay, now see here, kids. All right. Where is it gone? Okay, so let's quickly first have a look at the facts about the latitudes and what it looks like. Is everyone ready? Okay, now see this one, kids. Okay, now this is how we call the parallels look like. Is everyone okay? Now we see the red line. This is the equator, 0 degrees. Okay, and we keep coming up 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree, 40 degree, 50 degree, 60 degree. So basically the 23.5 degree north Tropic of Cancer would be somewhere between 20 and 30 degrees. Yes, simple. So this is what it looks like. Now, if I talk about some facts, these lines are known as parallels. They run in east to west direction, right? Okay. And these are, their distance when you meant to, basically they are parallel to each other. They never meet. Okay. And the prime meridian, which is from top to bottom, they make a right angles, 90-degree angles they make. Okay. So, this is what is all about the parallels for you. Okay, and now similarly I will show you something about some facts about the meridians. Okay, now these are meridians for you, kids, and then we will quickly have a look at the grid and then questions. Okay, now this is the grid for you, or this is the longitudes for you. Now these are basically the meridians. Okay, now these meridians are also called longitudes. Okay, kids, and the parallels are called latitudes. So you can also call them latitudes and longitudes, parallels and meridians. Okay, now see what the meridians look like. Can we all see this picture, kids? Now this red line top to the bottom is the prime meridian, 0 degree. Okay, it runs in north-south direction. So parallels run in east-west, meridians run north-south. All right, is it fine? And they are all equal in length. Kids, these lines which run from top to bottom are all equal in length, whereas the ones which run across the parallel, so the parallel which is at the center equator has the maximum length. The time it keeps coming at the top, they keep becoming shorter. All right, so they are in equal length, right? The meridians are in equal length. All right, and now let me quickly show you what does the grid system looks like. So this is when I say the longitudes and the latitudes, they meet, they form a grid. And when they form a grid, kids, that's when we are able to find the location of a place. Can you all see a grid now? So we can see the latitudes also. We can see the longitudes also. Yes, can you all see this picture? Yes, kids. Is it clear for everyone? Yes? All right. So now let's quickly go through some questions regarding this. So I hope you all are very, very clear regarding the latitudes and longitudes. So latitudes are parallels, longitudes are meridians. All right. So we know about the 0 degree. We know 23.5 degree north is Tropic of Cancer. 23.5 degrees south is Tropic of Capricorn. Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle, North Pole and South Pole. Okay. Just for your revision, I'll show it to you once again so that you don't forget. Okay. And then be prepared for our first round of question answers. Okay, kids. Now see this one once again. Yes. So equator right in the center, 0 degrees. 0 degree from top to bottom is the prime meridian. 23.5 degree here. 23.5 degree here. This is the Tropic of Cancer running up. Tropic of Capricorn running down. Arctic Circle running up. Antarctic Circle running down. And that's the North Pole and that's the South Pole. Is it all clear, everyone? Yes? All right. Cool. Very good. So let's quickly start the first round of questions, because after this, we'll have just one thing to discuss, that out of these important parallels, which one runs through India? Okay. All right. So let's quickly start the question. So everyone, I'll keep it little simple for you all so that you're able to answer quickly. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and go. Eyes and ears open. Here comes the first question. Okay. The parallels are also called, the parallels are also called A, latitudes, B, longitudes. The parallels are also called A, latitudes, or B, longitudes. Remember, try using your brain when I said latitude and when I said longitude. Okay, so the parallels which run east to west, they are also called A, latitudes, or B, longitudes. Come on, kids, use your brains, use the logic which I have told you, and you will be easily able to answer. Come on. Whoa, okay, not bad. Going good, very good. Yes, I'm waiting for everyone to answer. Come on. Yes, okay, very good. My chat box is flooding with correct answers. Not bad at all. Very good. Come on, kids. Okay, very, very good. Half time's gone already, and you all are going in the correct direction. Trust me, most of you are going in the correct direction. Brilliant, brilliant. All right, coming to a close. Last 5 seconds. 2 and 1. Very good, kids. Commendable attempt. Okay, literally, it's a tough topic, so commendable attempt. Parallels are also called as latitudes. Okay, parallels are latitudes. So parallels and latitudes are the same thing, which runs east to west on the earth. Very, very good. Very, very good, kids. Okay, now ready for the next question, everyone? Okay, all right. Eyes and ears open, brains open, and comes the next question. The parallel which divides the earth into 2 equal halves is called, the parallel which divides the earth into 2 equal halves is called A, equator, B, tropic. The parallel which divides the earth into 2 equal halves is called A, equator, or B, tropics. Come on, everyone. Now, I won't give a hint. It's very simple. I showed you the picture. There's only one which goes right from the center. Okay, I'll give you a hint. Its value is 0 degree. Nothing else. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Buck up, buck up, buck up. Punch, punch, punch. Half time gone. Very good. You know what? I really like the spirit with which you people attend. It's very, very good. You know, it's important to attempt. It's fine if the answer is wrong. It's all right. It's completely okay. We are talking about it for the first time. And last few seconds, kids. Very good. The parallel which divides the earth into 2 equal halves is called A, equator, or B, tropics. Bingo. Absolutely wonderful. We are above a 95%, kids, which is Wow. Okay. And the answer is equator. Okay. The answer is equator. So the parallel which divides the earth into two equal halves is called equator. Very, very good. Excellent. Excellent, kids. Okay. So everyone, rub your hands. Rub your hands. Put them on your cheeks. Breathe. Relax. Okay. Now comes the third question. Okay. Everyone, ready? All right. Okay. The parallel which is above the equator, the parallel which is just above the equator is called A, Tropic of Cancer, or B, Antarctic Circle. The parallel which is just above the equator is called Tropic of Cancer, or B, Antarctic Circle. Focus and answer. So I told you, I'll give you a hint. The tropic which is just above the equator is 23.5 degrees north, is called A, Tropic of Cancer, or B, Antarctic Circle. Come on. Remember what are the tropics, what are the lines which are just above and below the equator called? Is it A, Tropic of Cancer, or is it B, Antarctic Circle? Come on, kids. I know it's a little confusing, but don't get confused. It's a very simple question if you use your logics. I'm talking about the line which is just above the equator. Time is going to get up, everyone. Okay. Decent attempt. Very, very good. I'm still very happy. I'm still very, very happy. Okay. We couldn't reach the mark that I wanted to, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Agreeable. So the line which is just above the equator is called Tropic of Cancer. Now here I have to show you this picture once again, kids. See, we have the equator here, and the line which is just above the equator is Tropic of Cancer, right? And one which is just below the equator is Tropic of Capricorn. All right, kids? Is it fine? Okay. So we have two more questions to go. Okay, quickly. Now, the next one, eyes and ears open and focus for the next question. Okay. The longitude which runs from top to bottom, the longitude which runs from top to bottom, the longitude which runs from top to bottom are of equal sizes. The longitudes which run from top to bottom are of equal sizes. Is it A, true, or is it B, false? The longitudes which run from top to bottom are of equal sizes. Is it A, true, or is it B, false? Just for your convenience, I'll show you the picture of the longitudes quickly. So these are the longitudes which are running from top to bottom, from North Pole to South Pole, like this. Now my question is, the longitudes which run from north to south, top to bottom, are of equal sizes. Is it A, true, or is it B, false? Use your logics. I told you very clearly that these parallels are not equal in size. They will keep decreasing in length as they go towards the poles. I'm asking about the longitudes. The longitudes which run from top to bottom are equal in sizes. Is it A, true, or is it B, false? Come on, everyone. Let's see how many of you are actually using brains. People are using brains. Very, very good. All right. Brilliant. Brilliant. Last few seconds, kids. Not bad. What an attempt. Not bad. Brilliant. Time's up. Brilliant, kids. Yes, it's true. It's true. The longitudes, kids, which run from top to bottom, all the longitudes, they are of same length. Yes, I'll give you a hint. I'll give you an example. So this is a ball. Any line which goes, so these are the 2 points. My 2 fingers are the 2 points. Can we see? So any line which goes from here to here, or here to here, or here to here or here to here, they are all of the same length. Their length will be same. Yes, because they are just connecting two dots, right? All right, very, very good. Now, the last question for this round, okay? Everyone concentrate, the last question for this round, okay? Now, the parallel which is just below the equator is called, the parallel which is just below the equator is called A, Tropic of Capricorn, or B, Arctic Circle. Very simple. Try giving me 100% here. The parallel which is just below the equator, it's called A, Tropic of Capricorn, or B, Arctic Circle. Come on. This one should be easy. I have shown you a picture a number of times. I've shown you the pictures. Come on, come on, come on, kids. The parallel which is just below the equator, is it A, Tropic of Capricorn, or is it B, Arctic Circle? Come on. Very good. Very good, very good, very good. Yes, absolutely. Please use your logics and please use your thinking of the picture that you saw. Very, very good, kids. Very, very good. All right, last 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Absolutely amazing. Amazing. Very, very good. So it's called Tropic of Capricorn. The line which is just below the equator is called Tropic of Capricorn. Very, very good. Brilliant. All right, kids. Now, we have something very, very important to discuss. And that is, kids, that out of all the lines that we saw, there is one line which passes through India. Yes, kids, there's one line which passes through India. Now, out of all these lines, the one which passes through India is called Tropic of Cancer. Yes. So we saw equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. So the Tropic of Cancer, kids, it passes through India. Yes. And now we need to know what all states does it pass through. So let's quickly have a look at this picture, which will tell us which are the places from which the Tropic of Cancer passes. Are you all ready? Okay. Now be very careful in learning this because our next set of questions will be dependent on this one. Okay. Now, this is the map of India. Can you see all this line, Tropic of Cancer, written here? Yes. Now see, this is passing through different states and we have the names of the states written right below. So let's start checking this out. Number 1 is Gujarat. Can we see this? Number 1 is Gujarat. Number 2 is Rajasthan. So it passes a little bit here, just at the end of Rajasthan. Okay. So Gujarat, Rajasthan, and the third is Madhya Pradesh. Okay. From Madhya Pradesh, it goes to Chhattisgarh here. From Chhattisgarh, it goes to Jharkhand. From Jharkhand, it enters West Bengal. And from West Bengal, it's touching Tripura. Now, this is Tripura here. And now in the end, this is Mizoram, kids. Okay, this is Mizoram. Okay, let me try finding a kind of a clear, colorful picture for you, which will make it a little easy. Okay, fine. I found a picture. All right. Let me try and open this for you. Okay. Now here you go. Yes. Okay. I have found this one. This is much better. Okay. So now see this picture, kids. Yeah. All right. Okay. Can we all see this picture? Can we all see this picture, kids? Now this is the map of India. Okay. And these are the states, okay? So they have there's also a trick to remember the name of the states, okay? Now read this line. Gujarati Raja made Chief Justice win the meeting. If you learn this sentence, the initials of this sentence are the states through which the Tropic of Cancer passes. Gujarati Raja made Chief Justice win the meeting. So it's Gujarat, R for Rajasthan, M for Madhya Pradesh, C for Chhattisgarh, J for Jharkhand, W for West Bengal, T for Tripura, and M for Mizoram. Woohoo! What a trick! Yes, what a trick, kids. What a trick. Okay, can we all see once again? What is this line? Gujarati Raja made Chief Justice win the meeting. Gujarati Raja made Chief Justice win the meeting. Say it with me once again. Once again. Gujarati Raja made Chief Justice win the meeting. Yes, and with that, we know all the states through which the Tropic of Cancer passes. Yes, kids? Is it good? Okay, let's quickly see once again. Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, and Tripura and Mizoram. Okay, so Gujarati Raja made Chief Justice win the meeting. All right, see, these are these small tricks from which you can remember some really important things. Yes? All right, kids. So we saw that out of all the parallels, it is the Tropic of Cancer which passes through the country India. All right. So it was how many states through which the Tropic of Cancer passes? How many states through which the Tropic of Cancer passes did we all see? Let's quickly have a look once again on the number of states through which. I think it is 8 states, right? Did anyone count? Did anyone count how many states were these? How many states are there through which the Tropic of Cancer passes? Yes. So there are 8 states, okay? Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura, and Mizoram. Okay. Now, everyone, let's quickly have our last 2 questions for the session. Only 2 questions from the last session. Is it fine, everyone? Okay. Now, eyes, ears open, and really simple question coming all for you, okay? Which tropic passes through India? Simple. Which tropic passes through India? Is it A, Cancer, or is it B, Capricorn? Come on, this is really simple. We have just done it now. Please give me 100%. Come on. This tropic, which tropic passes through India? Is it A, Cancer, or is it B, Capricorn? Come on. Very, very good, kids. Very, very good. Don't give me these silent answers. Come on, I want 100%. Very, very good. Not bad. All right, last few seconds. Which tropic passes through India? Is it A, Cancer, or is it B, Capricorn? Very good. Fabulous. Very, very good. The answer is Tropic of Cancer. It's A, Cancer. Very, very good. So we know that the Tropic of Cancer passes through India. All right. Woo. Okay, now the last question for the session. Is everyone ready? Show me a thumbs up. Checky thumb. Okay, listen carefully and answer. The Tropic of Cancer in India passes through how many states? The Tropic of Cancer in India passes through how many states? Is it A, 10, or is it B, 8? Come on. The Tropic of Cancer in India passes through how many states? Is it B, A, 10, or is it B, 8? We just did it, kids. We just did it. I know this one has to be 100. I know I'm going to get 100% here. Come on. The Tropic of Cancer in India passes through how many states? Is it A, 10, or B, 8? Wow. Literally closing on 100. Very, very good. Time's going, kids. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Give me a high five. The Tropic of Cancer in India passes through 8 states, and that is Gujarati Raja made Chief Justice win the meeting. Yay, we remember. All right, wonderful. Everyone, clap for yourselves for today's session. Very, very good. Yes. So in this little bit time, we actually learned very, very important things, right? We learned about the different parallels. We learned about meridians. So these all, kids, just remember one thing always. These are imaginary lines. They are not real lines, okay? They are for our own study. All right? Okay. So, after this session, it's time for me to say ta-da. But before I go, yes, please take very good care of yourselves. Say my namaste, my hello to your parents, grandparents, siblings, everyone who is hearing me, and play hard. Do whatever you want to do, all your hobbies, paint, dance, yoga, etc., etc., etc. Have lots of fun, study hard as well, and please remember, everything around you is general knowledge. Yes, nothing will go ever waste. Keep it in your brains. All right. And I'll surely come back to you once again in your favorite yellow classes, general knowledge with Medha Ma'am. All right, kids. See you soon. Lots of love. Bye, everyone. Bye.